Hello. Thank you, Debbie. So good morning. I was talking and I didn't realize that you couldn't hear me. So we are going to wait 2 more minutes more and then we will start. Today we are going to review engagement module. Last week we reviewed the renewal and the sales pipeline. Okay, so as you know, we have the weekly trainings on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Central Time. In those trainings, we will review more details about the platform InsuredMine and also help you to answer your questions if you have. The weekly trainings are going to finish in April 5. It's going to be the last day. After that, we are going to have the free 2 training sessions for each of you, and then professional services. If you want to have more training sessions with Victoria or with Kiara, or if you want that we help you to build your sales pipeline and forms. The role of engagement, we have time management, growth mindset, digital ethic, and participate. Always in the chat, you know that you can drop us your message, your questions, if you have some question about the topic that we are talking. The goal for today is going to be, first, we're going to review again the EVO integration, the data issues, then Victoria is going to help us with the engagement module or marketing. We are going to view the overview of the engagement, automation, email campaign and text message, and then single contact rip. We are going to have a break like 5 to 10 minutes, then review the templates, how to create a template, the best practices, and the last part is going to be marketing dashboard and reports. Forms and its signature, we are not going to do it in this training. We are going to do it next week. How to sign in InsuredMine. So if you are in EVO, you can see in your left side InsuredMine logo, so you can click and it's going to redirect you to InsuredMine, or also you can use the URL that we have here, your user, that is your email, and the password that we share with you, or if you already update your password. The diaries. When you create an open diary, it's going to show Here, I mean, when you create an activity or an engagement communication, notes, or task in InsuredMine, in Evo, it's going to show as open diaries. Here, you are going to be able to see it in diaries and the type that you created. The contacts at this moment, all your contacts should be synced automatically in InsuredMine. The way to do it is you can create your contact in InsuredMine or Evo. Your policy, it's always going to be created in Evo. At InsuredMine, it's not anymore possible to create your policy. In the Contact 360, you are going to be able to see the policies, the deal cards, the files, communication, tasks, notes, and activities. These 5 things are the ones that transfer to Evo in the diaries. The policy, well, this part of the policy, it's how you can create it in Evo. And well, I'm going to play this video. Let me share the audio. Curtis, we do not have any certificate forms that TWFG marketing team share with us. Let me know if you can hear this video.
Hi, my name is Miriam Rasuli. I'm a life and annuity producer since 2008. I'm also the CEO of Total Edge Marketing. What makes Total Edge Marketing unique, we provide innovative marketing system for life and annuity producers. We not only help them with marketing, we train them and help them to build a career in this industry.
Coming from a marketing background and also a real estate background, we realized that the life insurance industry was really lacking in the marketing department. So what we wanted to do was bring over all of the great stuff that they did in real estate and introduce it to the life insurance agency, and that's exactly what we did. We were looking for a solution that could handle our marketing needs, along with providing a solution for our life insurance agents.
One of our concerns was, working with a company that is going to support us and to customize the software for our needs and also to our clients' needs. I was using 3 different softwares to do my marketing. And it worked really, really well for myself as a producer individually. I was using Constant Contact, I was working with HubSpot and Calendly to do the marketing that helped me to build a very strong database. However, since I'm also a trainer and train producers, it was not duplicatable and it was not affordable to offer to my clients.
We started working with InsuredMine because we were able to roll all of those items into one to provide a comprehensive solution that we can offer to our agents, which became affordable and duplicatable.
When we partnered up with InsuredMine, we really took our time to understand the system and we studied it. And we went through all their training programs so we can really utilize all the features, the staff and the support that we get. And they really sit down and hear you out and what you need to shine in this industry.
The impact InsuredMine has had on some of the agents that we're working with. For example, we have one that's actually a full-time hairstylist and a part-time life agent. Currently in the last 30 days, she has over 53,000 in her pipeline.
if you're looking to streamline the process and also do marketing and have a lot of features to make your producer shine, InsuredMine is the company for you.
Okay, so we are going to jump in engagement. Victoria is going to share her screen and show you engagement module. Go ahead, Victoria.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me okay? So let me share my screen here. Also going to get out my little annotations. Perfect. So this is the engagement module in InsuredMine. So in the engagement model, to get to it, you'll click on the little megaphone on the left-hand side. There's a couple different options in the engagement module when you want to send mass communications out. There is our email campaigns and our bulk text. Then there's the automation portion, and then single contact drip. The difference between the three of these is that the email campaigns and the bulk text, these are going to be created, and you'll have to have a list of who you want to send it out to, and you can also select the date. In automation, this is going to be based off of a trigger in the system, so you do not have to create a list of who you want it to send out to. Then single contact drip, you would assign to each individual contact that you want these to go out to. So, for example, on email campaigns and bulk text, these are perfect for holidays because you can select the date that you want them to go out, and you can select who you want to say happy holidays to. You can also use this for monthly newsletters and create a list based on who you want these newsletters to go out to also. In automations are going to be based on a trigger in your account. So these are going to be, for example, where you would set up happy birthday emails because the trigger would be their date of birth. You can also set up welcome clients, new policies, and work on cross-selling and renewals in the automation portion, which we'll get into in a little bit here. For all of these different types of automations or engagement modules that you can create, you would first start with creating a template. With TWFG, TWFG is going to release templates on the 1st of every month to you and put it into your accounts directly. We went over the renewal templates last time for the renewal process in David Cook's account. Those are going to be released to you on April the 3rd. So that's going to be the first templates that go out. So here in templates, just to go over this portion first, you can add a template into your account by clicking the add template on the top right. And then there's these different options that appear. For text messaging, you'll do the text editor. These are going to be more standard, like an email or a text message that you would send from your personal inbox. The first option is email. You'll select a title. The title is only going to be able to be seen by you. And so this is going to be how you can remember where it is in your platform. The subject line, however, this is what your contacts are going to see whenever it reaches their inbox. You can type out your email. We do also have the tag features. So you can say, hi, contact first name or contact nickname, for example. The contact nickname tag, this tag pulls in the nickname that you have in their account. If they don't have a nickname, however, it automatically pulls in their first name. We also have the drag and drop builder, which TWFG, to my understanding, is going to release a template to you to be a master template. And you can use that in this platform, or you can create your own from here. You can save each module. If you're working on things, you can save each module with the module name, and they'll be available for use with any other template that you create. For the master template that TWFG releases to you, you aren't able to make any edits to that template. Otherwise, it'll change the master template in your account. So what you would do is you would copy the master template and you would make any modifications that you need to do from the copied email template. Should I wait until April 3rd to begin my marketing email campaigns? Yes. Then let's talk about email campaigns and bulk text messages first. So with email campaigns and bulk text messages, these are not based off a trigger in the account. So again, these would be for monthly newsletters or holidays, and you would have to pick the list of contacts that this would go to or accounts. So to do that, you'll go in lists. You can select whether you want to pull the list from contacts or the accounts, and whether or not you want to send it to everybody, only active contacts, or prospects. Include secondary contacts. Include secondary contacts would be, for example, if they have a spouse in the household that you would want to send an email to as well. Otherwise, it only pulls in the primary contact. When you hit apply, you'll see the list of contacts appear here. You can also add a filter. These are the different options that you have to filter out the contacts. So for example, if you have one specific demographic that you're trying to reach, a good option is to add a tag to those contacts or those accounts. That way you can send it to only those specific people. We don't have any tags in there right now. But here it will show you the amount of recipients you have with their emails, and then the recipients with the phone numbers attached to. You can save this audience list. And when you save it, what I like to do, you can save it however you'd like. So for example, if you're using this list as a holiday email list, you can do holidays 2023, for example. Or what I like to do is I like to label it exactly as what I have up at the top. So prospects. And then you select whether you want it static or live. So static is going to be everybody that's checked off on this list right now, all 8,370 people. Their phone numbers and their emails will not update. They're going to stay exactly as they are. Live, however, is going to update as your list updates. So if you add a new prospect to your contacts, that new prospect will appear on this list. Then you can save it and view this from your list library. So once you have a list of what you'd like to send out and also a template, you can go into either email campaign or bulk text and create the emails that you want to go out or the text messages. So from the campaigns here, the first step is to title your campaign. Let's just do holiday test. And you can select the date and time that you want the emails to go out, or you can select to send it out immediately or after a certain amount of days. Then you would select your template. Let's just select any of them for now. When you select a template, it'll automatically pull in the subject line. Let's just do this one for now. It'll automatically pull in the subject line for you. You can edit the subject line on here without editing the template. Then you would select the list of who you want this to go out to. After that, you'll select the email address that you want it to send from. you'll add your unsubscribe link. And if your template does not have a signature at the bottom, then you can select the signature that you want to send with the email. You can add a different reply to email address here if you choose to. And then you would add new stages on the left-hand side. So since these are email campaigns, it would only be able to send emails out. You can also select to skip weekends. For example, if you decide to send after a certain amount of days, or on the next one, you can select the date and time also. So the next stages are going to be different than the initial stage because on the initial stage, you select your list. On stage 2, you're going to send to the same list in stage 1, but you can select whether you want to send it to people who have received, opened, clicked, or the email, or if they've received it, not opened, not clicked, or opened, not clicked. A common question that we receive is the clicked on the emails, and what does that mean? So that means that they would have clicked on any links or anywhere that you have on the email page. Can we schedule a time to begin without the TWFG templates? Thank you, Curtis. Do you mean to go ahead and schedule out these campaigns without the templates? You can go in and create the templates or create the campaign and save it as a draft in the top right corner without the templates. So you can save them as drafts and go into your account and do that, and then add the templates whenever you receive those. So bulk text is going to be very similar to email campaigns. Let me see, it's not allowing me to create a bulk text here. But it's going to be very similar to the email campaigns. You would select the phone number that it's sending from or that you have in your account, and you can select your different text message templates as well, and then connect the list of people that you would want to send it to.
In this account, you cannot see, or Victoria cannot show you how to create the bulk text. It's because we are in the marketing account and they do not have the phone number. So you guys, if you have the phone number, you are going to be able to set up your bulk text and same as engagement or email campaign. Select your stage and your list.
So next, let's go over automation in the system. So in automation, when you hit create, you're going to come up with a page that has all these different options to build or customize your own automation. So all of these automations are based on a specific trigger in the account. So these are the different options for the triggers that we have: birthday, policy expiration, effective date, anniversary date for your policies, new clients, or X date. So all these automations that you see that are listed here are all built off of one of those triggers. So we have a couple different options, and we went over this during the last meeting with renewals. With renewals, there's a couple different options on how you can build your renewals in the pipeline. You'll see that we have the policy renewal option in engagement or in automations. So rather than building it in your pipeline, you can also build it here. And the difference between the two is that in pipeline, it's more hands-on. So you'll be able to set tasks for yourself and follow it through the different stages. In automation, however, it's going to be going on in the background. You can also exclude certain policies from receiving those automations. We also have new policy automations. For new policy automations, these will send out to existing clients whenever they get a new line of business with you. And we have the welcome clients. Like the policy renewal, there's a couple different ways that you can do a welcome client in the system. You can also do this in the pipeline. If you list them as one, you can have an email sent out to them, and that will be based on payment. Here in engagement, it's based off of the effective date of the policy. We also have the cross-selling feature, or this cross-selling option in automations. So let's walk through this automation really quick so we can kind of understand how to build an automation out. So whenever you're creating a cross-sell automation, you can title the workflow name here. So I would leave it as cross-sell, and let's do auto, but no home. You can select whether you want to send emails or text messages to the prospects. These are the different options that we have here. You can also do the voicemail drops from this section. Then you select active clients. You can add a filter if you'd like, based on any of these options here. And then you can include the policy category. Apendra, are you asking how to create a list in this portion right here? Or just in general? So in this portion, so these are based on a trigger. So automations are based on a trigger in the platform. So you don't have to create a list for automations, only for email, text, and bulk campaigns. Or email, text, bulk emails or text messages. So since automation is just based on a trigger, you don't create a list in here. You would just add filters if you'd like to. So if we were to do a cross-sell auto, no home, over here you can include certain specific policies, and you can also exclude specific policies. So we want to include everybody who has an auto policy for this automation, and exclude everybody who would have a home policy. Since they have a home policy, it's not necessary to cross-sell a home policy to them. And you can go through your list of different categories, the different categories for the different lines of businesses, and exclude anything else that you would like. Then you can include and exclude specific policy carriers too, and select when you want to send this automation. So after their effective date, let's say we want to send it after 2 months. So we'll do 60 days. And then you select email and text message right there. Now let's begin on the top right corner. So here you can select different stages also. So this looks a lot like our bulk emails or text messages, except it doesn't have the list of who you can send it to. So the first thing you have to do is select whether you want it to be an email or a text message for your first automation that goes out. We'll go ahead and do email first. It automatically has it set to 60 because we decided we want to send it 60 days after the effective date of a policy. Then after you've selected email and set the date that you want to send it out, you'll select the template again. So for now, let's do cross-sell no life, even though we're doing the auto one, but right here you'll see that it pulls in the subject line. You can also add an unsubscribe link, select skip weekend if you'd like, and select the email address that you're sending this from. And again, if the email doesn't have a signature at the bottom, you can select a signature in your account. So you can build out the stages here. and do the same thing as the first one for all the different stages that you have, and select whether you want emails or text messages to go out. The difference here is that you would be able to send it after a certain amount of days. So since the first one is 60 days, if we want this one to go out after that, 15 days after that, we would do 75 days, because it's after 75 days from the effective date of the policy. Once you have all the stages that you'd like, what you can do is you would save, or you would hit next. You would hit next, and that saves the automation. It'll show you the workflow that you created right here. So it triggers 60 days after the policy effective date. Here it shows the name that you created, that you can send emails and text messages with this workflow. And then it'll show you the different stages that you've built out here, and you can click on the template to view the template that you have attached. And you can select certain agents to send out this workflow for. If you want to exclude anybody, you would just uncheck them. And then agent email notification, you can select whether you want to receive an email notification before the automations are sent out. Once you're done, you can hit start to begin the automation, or you can save this as a draft to view later. If you saved it as a draft, at the top, you'll see that we have running automations, paused, and drafts. So you can select your draft here, click on the three dots to edit it, and then you can begin the automation once you're ready. So Roger states, please provide 2 or 3 examples of when I might want to use the tool to first create a list, then send a communication to those in the list. So for the lists are going to be email campaigns or bulk text. Since these are not based on a trigger in your account, you can use these, for example, when you need to send something on a specific day to your contacts. So rather than constantly be working in the background, you would select one day to set this campaign. For example, this could be used if you know a storm is coming in a particular area and you want to reach out to those contacts in that specific area. You can also use it for holidays, and you can also use it for monthly newsletters. Any other questions so far?
Daniel Herrera is asking, Ring Central is requiring registering texting campaigns. Are you familiar with this? No, Daniel. We haven't heard anything that Ring Central is asking you to register the texting campaigns. So this, can you provide us more example on what is Ring Central asking you, so we can review with the support team what do we have to do?
So in automations, in these templates that we have, let's go ahead. See automation. So say we want to edit this happy birthday email. So let's go ahead and customize, say happy birthday by email. You select again who you want to send this to. So active clients, you can add the filter and when you want to send it. So if I want to send it 1 day before their birthday, I would do before 1 day. Then when I hit begin, you'll see here that InsuredMine provides an email template to you. So you can edit this template, however, it's not saved in your templates in your system. If you do want to save it, what you can do is up here, you'll see that it has a source code. You can copy the source code and then we can also paste it in your templates. Add template. This will be the text editor. And right here where it says source code, we would just paste this right here. And it'll pull in the formatting of the other template. Here you can make any changes that you'd like. So right here, name, I can do the contact nickname and change anything else in the account, for example. At the top, I'll add the title, what I want to say, or what I would want to remember it by, and then you can modify the subject line. After that's done, you can save at the bottom, and it'll be saved here in your templates. Was everybody able to hear that? Okay, I'm not sure where I cut off, but let's go over that one more time. So in the engagement portion, under automation, some of these automations have templates attached to them that InsuredMine provides to you. If there's any that you find that you like, for example, the happy birthday ones, I can begin this right here where the template is. If I want to make any changes to this or save it to my templates, what you can do is you can click on source code at the top. You can copy this. And then we'll take this code back to engagement under the templates portion. And we can add a text editor template and paste the source code under source code. This will pull in the template. You can change any tags in here if you'd like. And then you can add the title that you want. And you can edit the subject. And save at the bottom, and that will save into your templates here. That's only if you want to have it saved for use in other areas. You can do the same thing with any of the automations we have here. I guess it would be most useful to you under renewals, for example, or the, let's see, for the renewal templates. If you want to save this template here, for example, you would just copy the source code. Does anybody have any questions so far? Yes, thank you, Roger. To make it easier to find your templates in the templates portion of the platform, you can add folders by clicking on this little add folder button up here to help you remember where your templates are. So for example, if you want to do renewals for your pipeline, you can make a renewal folder, save it. Over here, you can see that we've already done that before, but you can add those renewal templates to that specific folder. Deborah, yes, you can take a source code from another document that's not part of InsuredMine and make it a template in InsuredMine. Okay, so we're going to show you how you would take that code and create a template here in InsuredMine. So you'll hit Add Template. Again, you'll go into, or this time you'll go into HTML Import, upload HTML template, and you would select the source code, or you would select source code right here and paste the code here. So if it's outside of InsuredMine, it'll still paste right here. In engagement, we also have the single contact drip option. So for single contact drip, this is going to look just like the email campaigns, bulk text that you can build out. However, the single contact drips will have to be added to each individual contact. So in single contact drip, if I create one, I would add all the stages that I want, name the single contact drip up at the top, and build out all my automations. This can be used, for example, if you have a particular demographic, if you want to send to teachers or college students some helpful tips for the year, you can, or once they purchase a policy, you can assign them the strip and have the automation set to send out throughout that year. So that's all I have on the engagement portion. So let me know if you have, where am I flagging a teacher as a teacher? So to add demographics in InsuredMine in contacts, you can create tags. So in contacts, you'll see that there's a little tags option at the top. Tags are used as demographics for your contacts. So you can create a new tag, label it as teacher, for example, and select the color that you want to use and create. Once you have that tag, you can add that tag to any contact. So let's pick this contact right here, add tag, and we'll select teacher and add tag. So now whenever we go into this account, you'll see that it's marked with the teacher tag. If you want to view it in your contacts, you can click on these little lines right here, the select table columns. You can click on tags, click and drag it if you'd like, and hit apply. This way you can view the tags on each individual. Can you send birthday wishes to say a whole month, or do you have to make a list? So you do not make a list for birthdays. So birthdays are going to be based on a specific trigger in the platform. So that's going to be on automations. The trigger is going to be the date. So you can select if you want to send it on the same day of their birth as their birthday, or a day before, a day after if you'd like. But you don't have to create a list of who you're sending that to. So in automation, for this one, for example, say happy birthday. We have it set to send out the same day as their birthday at 10 a.m. So this will read everybody in your contacts and send the email based on the date.
Okay, guys, so that's all for us at this moment for engagement. If you have any other question, please send us here in the chat your questions, and we will show you and help you with your questions. The next week, we are going to talk about forms, how to create your forms, and e-signature and task. Malu, we will send, after we finish with all the trainings, we will send all the training sessions. We're going to upload it in YouTube, so you are going to be able to see or to watch the videos.
Yes.
Trigger. It's possible to see the contacts that you trigger or receive the email or the happy birthday or the automations. So Victoria is showing when you create a workflow automation, the birthday, and then click in the report or view tracking, it's going to show you the date that it was tracking. And also, if you click in the date, it's going to show you the name of the person that it was sent it. Guy, how do you find the videos in YouTube? So let me share with you this TWFG page that we have, that is the resources. So here in this site, you're going to be able to see all the resources that we have for TWFG, like the guide, the training sessions, the Evo integration, and find our emails. So, if you have any question.
So for all these automations that we went over, or all these different portions that we have in the engagement, or such as email campaigns, bulk text, or automations, you can see the tracking for all of these different sections that we have. So here, once we have a campaign built out, you would be able to also see the analytics for that, who's opened, which emails have bounced, any unsubscribed, and how many were sent out. You can do that in email campaigns, bulk text, single contact drip, and then also in automation by clicking on the analytics. Rick, the videos that are just for TWG are going to be in the link that Montserrat had sent above, InsuredMine.com/TWFG-resources.
Okay, guys, so we finished this training session. Next week, as I told you, we're going to have forms, e-signature, and task list. We're going to review those 3 modules. And in the meantime, if you have any question, you know that you can reach us in support in the chat, email, or well, if you have your sessions with Victoria, with Kiara, or with me, we can help you with your questions. Thank you for being here, and see you next week.
And again, for those of you that weren't here for the beginning of the training videos, TWFG will release templates into your account on the first Monday of every month. The first set of templates will include the renewal templates, and those will be released on April the 3rd. Thank you, everybody.